Yo, what is going on, everybody? What's going on, gamers? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Drizzum Gaming, and I am back with another what if video. If you didn't see my video from a couple days ago, I dropped a video on LeBron James with the 96-97 Bulls. So your eyes aren't deceiving you today. You do see Michael Jordan as a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And in today's video, I'm going to take him through the 2018 NBA playoffs with the Cleveland Cavaliers. As I said in the video with LeBron, his team this past year was really questionable. At some points, they didn't provide him much help. At some points, they were really useful. But a lot of people feel like that may be the reason why he left Cleveland ultimately. Now, I did put Michael Jordan in the starting lineup, of course, which, interesting enough, it kicked in Kyle Korver to get some more minutes, but it kicked out J.R. Smith to not get any minutes at all, and I want to see how that plays out over the course of the video as well. But let's jump right into the playoffs, and let's see what happens with this team. Now, Jordan and the Cleveland Cavaliers start off very strong with a big win. Jordan had 30 points in that first game, so that might be a good sign for things to come, but they do bounce back with a loss in the second game. And I mean, this is kind of the story that pretty much LeBron went through as well. His teammates just not really providing him much help, although Jordan only scored 10 in the second game, another low scoring game in game 3. Jordan only had 18 that game. Now, looking ahead to game 4, looks like they took another L. Jordan scored 22, but not much help off the bench. Looked like they couldn't control the Pacers from scoring, and they go up 3-2. In game 5, Kevin Love and Jeff Green kind of provided some help, as well as Rodney Hood, Jordan Clarkson, Jose Calderon. So, like I said, it's kind of off and on with the Cleveland Cavaliers. You never know what team you're going to get any given night as they advance past the first round. They got through that series in 6. Like I said, another night where Kevin Love and Jeff Green kind of showed up big, and Larry Nance did some work as well. And now we are moving on to the second round of the playoffs. If you guys remember from the LeBron video, this is as far as LeBron got with the 96-97 Bulls. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Jordan and the Cavs can get past the second round, and the Wizards. Of course, they didn't actually play the Wizards. They played the Raptors in the second round. But so far, it looks pretty good. They take a 2-0 lead over the Wizards. Anytime you take a 2-0 lead in the playoffs, it's pretty much a done deal. It's sealed. And they take a 3-0 lead, which, like I said, at this point is all downhill. It's just about closing this series out. Now, I do feel like the Wizards are a little more manageable to play against rather than the Raptors. But, of course, you know, nobody goes down without a fight. The Wizards aren't going to go down without a fight. So they take game 4, ultimately. But like I said, I'm still interested to see. And, yeah, of course, you know, they go ahead and close it out at home. Jordan is the high point man that night, closing it out, going to the conference finals, and it looks like they are probably going to take on the 76ers, but let's see who they got. Of course, the Warriors on the Western Conference, they're already in the conference finals, and again, a matchup of conference rivals, and the same matchup that we had in the playoffs this year, Celtics, Cavaliers, Warriors, Rockets. So this is it, man. You know, I looked at some of the updates from the first round and the second round and the conference finals so far. One thing I did want to point out before this video either comes to a close or, you know, we see what happens in the finals. I did notice that Jordan didn't score quite as much as LeBron did, and he wasn't as dominant as LeBron was. But Jordan did a fantastic job with his team. A lot of games he was the high point man. As you see, I go through each game and I show you the box score. So here in the conference finals, they take a 2-1 deficit. And I'm interested to see if they can dig themselves out of that hole the same way LeBron did with the Cavaliers this year. Going into game 4, they're now down. They lose game 4 as well. So just like in the second round with them and the Wizards, doesn't look very good at this point. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull it out and go to the finals, or even get a chance to see if they will win it all. But you know, you can never give up. So they win game 5. Although Kyrie had an insane night, as you can see, a lot of guys scored a lot of big points for the Cavaliers. So maybe they still have fight in them. But hey, who knows? This is the NBA playoffs. But here we go. And there it went. I mean, that may just say a lot about this Cleveland Cavalier team from last season. Even his airness himself couldn't lead this team to the finals, nor less win at all. Of course, I'm still going to stem the rest of it just to see who wins, who comes out on top, who wins finals MVP. But I felt like this was a pretty good experience just to see how this would be. Of course, Jordan was number 4 in scoring at 23.4. Like I said, he's not the same type of player as LeBron is, so he's not distributing the ball as much, and he's not on the boards as much. But just kind of looking at the stats, I do remember while I was recording this video that while I was going through it, I did see that J.R. Smith actually did get some minutes, but it was only about 2 or 3 games, which I thought was pretty interesting. So that means that they didn't shake up the lineup pretty much at all. But like I said, this was a pretty interesting what if, or let's see what happens type video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. This is a double upload, so if you guys want to see more, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Brody season, I'm out.